Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're doing another twin flame energy reading. This reading is meant to be timeless, so no matter when you find it, no matter what's going on, no matter where you're at on your journey, there is a message for you here. So today we're going to be pulling from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I have Psychic Tarot for the Heart too. These are great decks. Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. And I have already shuffled, so we're just going to go ahead and dive in. So the first card for today is Prosperity Begins. Yeah, if some of you were hoping for, reassurance, that's what this card feels like, is that maybe you felt like you've been struggling for a while. Maybe you feel like, you are facing a challenge where you're not sure if you're going to be, prosperous, and if you're going to be able to be abundant and in love or in finances or in God or any of those things. Maybe you're feeling what's happening here. But this feels like a reassurance of yes, prosperity begins as you continue to love yourself and trust God and follow the path for you. We as children of God are all abundant when we have our lives abundant with Him, abundant with divine love. And so just keep doing your inner work, keep following your path, and you will prevail. All right, the next card is Fulfillment of Wishes. Yeah, this is another very confirmation type card of yes, you are manifesting your wishes. You are calling in your twin flame. You are calling in your abundance. You are calling in your life purpose. Whatever it is that you've been calling in, this is a sign for you that you've been calling this in and it is happening. So allow it to come into your life. All right, and the next card is Awareness. And what immediately comes up is like you're coming into a deeper awareness of love, of your union, and of your connection with the divine is kind of like what that, what comes up here is that when you have deeper awareness of yourself, you have deeper awareness of who you are and your upsets and blocks. That's how you actually move through these things. Like you love yourself, but as you love yourself, you come into deeper awarenesses of the lesson behind the block that you faced. When you move through the mirror exercise, at the end, like you come into a new awareness of like, oh, well, I can see where I wasn't loving myself here. Oh, I can see how I didn't value myself, and now, like these types of things. And sometimes some people experience visions. For me, it's like, oh, I just kind of, I kind of have that, oh, okay, this like moment where it kind of clicks of like, oh, I can see where I wasn't really valuing myself. I can see where I was like making a wrong choice here, or, whatever it is for the lesson that I was learning. And as you go deeper into healing, the awareness, your connection with the divine, you'll become more aware of things around you, and like you'll get these senses, you'll get the like kind of inner knowing, like your third eye type situation. And that's kind of what's opening here is like his connection to the divine. It's more like crown chakra actually here, but you have that connection to the divine. You're always receiving your guidance from God. You're always receiving your next steps from God. And you become more and more aware of that as you surrender and as you go deeper into this healing work and your ascension journey and calling in your twin flame. You want to pay attention to that. You want to cultivate and really listen to that intuition, because that's what's going to lead you home. That's what's going to lead you to God. That's going to lead you to your twin flame, to your highest good. So don't discount those little nudges, because they're guiding you. All right. Yeah. God. The universe. yeah, this is just a really, like, I just feel really, really good. I don't know how to describe that. I just feel kind of like warm and fuzzy when I pulled this card of just like, this is really just kind of a big hug from God of like, you're coming into this awareness of God and how God really is. And God is really just abundant and loving and joyful. And I'm just like, God, I just like, I get like so, but I just felt so good as I pulled this card. Um, but like your dreams are coming true. Your awareness is coming true, and all of this is because of God. All of this is due to cultivating that relationship and healing your relationship with God. Like that is so fundamental, and understanding that God is there for you. God is always with you and is guiding your path. Um, and I think, at least for me, like I've talked about it on this channel before, is that I grew up in a very strict like section of Christianity, or like denomination of Christianity, and it felt like God was very punishing. God was very like, oh, like you're sinful and every little thing is going to send you to hell. And when I finally cultivated a relationship with God, I began to see that God is actually love and very loving and doesn't punish and is very abundant and very kind and patient and gentle. And it's such a new thing for me. It's such a awareness. And I can't express enough how much that it brings me so much peace and joy to understand that God is actually the love that he's purported to be and the peace that he's purported to be, rather than the ego ideas of punishment and blame and fire and brimstone. God is actually love and very generous and kind. All right, and yes, firm foundation. The firm foundation is your relationship with God. Straight up. I don't know how many times I can say this on this channel. I don't think I can say it enough. And if you're triggered by the word God, like universe, you're triggered by the word God, use love. If you're triggered by any of that, like, love, universe, spirit, divine, God, all the same thing. But without that fundamental relationship, like that is your foundation. That is the foundation of your union. That is how your union does not crumble. That is how your union prevails. That is how nothing outside of you, nothing outside of your union can tear you apart. Because if you only put your power in God, if you only put your trust in God, if you only put your faith in God, that is how like nothing can touch you. That is how you prevail every time. And it may seem like the world is coming at you. It may seem like, oh, you're the third party relationship, they're jealous, or all these things like that threaten, all the ego that like bangs at the door, like I'm gonna stop you. But they can't, because only love is real, and only God's love is real, only God's truth is real. And the more you ground into that, the more unshakable and unstoppable your union becomes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you would like your own card reading to understand how you're doing in your union, what the next steps are for healing, or if you'd like support healing through those blocks one-on-one, and you'd like that support, you can find my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and I will see you in the next video.